Hello. Now we are doing the part 2 of the October month current affairs for 2023. So let us start from sports news. So Asian Games were held. So it was held in which location? It was held in Hangzhou, China. And what is the next host of the Asian Games next year? It will be not in the next year. It will be held in the year 2027 at Nagoya. So who was the flag bearers of the Indian contingent there? The flag bearers were Harmanpreet Singh and boxer Lovelina. And in the ending ceremony, it was Srijesh, who was a goalkeeper of our hockey team. Then, what are its three mascots? It basically had three mascots. All of them are basically robots. So, by a collection of these robots, they have named it as a Memories of Jainganam, some Chinese name. Just remember Jing Jing, something like that. In the option, you can easily eliminate. So some medals related to that are total. I think we have won around 117 medals, and our rank is I guess third or fifth. We will see. Uh, Gold medals in okay. First we'll have gold medals. Indian cricket team women they have won against Sri Lanka. Rohan Bopanna and Rutuja Bhosle have won for mixed doubles tennis. Then Avinash Shabli in 3000 meters steeplechase. Then Anu Rani, she has won in javelin throw. So we know about Neeraj Chopra and all. So they might skip question and ask about the women athlete who had won in the javelin throw. That is Anu Rani. And in men's, of course, Neeraj Chopra. And India's kabaddi team won against the Chinese Taipei in women's kabaddi. And in men, they won against Iran, and Indian cricket team easily defeated the Afghanistan in the T20. Then we have Women Hockey Asia Championship 2023. It was actually hosted by India and it was held in Ranchi for the first time. Ranchi, that is in Jharkhand. So here what is important is like we have to know about the mascot. The mascot of this event was Juhi. It was an elephant named from the Betla National Park. Then Asian Para Games of 2023, they were also held along the sidelines of the Asian Games in Hangzhou only, and India bagged around 111 medals. That is 111 medals India has won. Then we have uh, United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime meet. Where was it held? It was held in Italy. That is Palermo. Then India Japan Fund. So from the it is clear that India and Japan both are contributing in the fund. So in India, from India it is a national investment and infrastructure fund, and from Japan it is Japan Bank for International Cooperation. Around 51% will be by Japan because it is more rich, then the rest will be by the Indian government. So where they will use this fund, they are going to use these funds to develop the infrastructure project, and this fund has a categorization of alternate investment fund. Mainly like some basic things about fund is there are basically three types of fund. One is the master fund, where we are directly going to invest in the infrastructure only, such as roads, ports, airports and all. Then we have funds of funds. So means here we are going to invest in the funds which are operated by the fund managers. These fund managers in turn use this money in various projects, and from the dividend they earn, they then take that and they divide it among all the players who have invested in it. Then we have strategic opportunities funds, which mainly invest in the large equity. Then we have Asia Pacific Institute for Broadcasting Development. This is important because India has been re-elected for the third time as the president of this Asia Pacific Institute of Broadcast Development. It is under UNESCO, and the nodal agency for this in India is the Prasar Bharati. Then Indian Ocean Rim Association was also in news because I think Sri Lanka has taken over the chair of this, and that too from Bangladesh. So Sri Lanka will be the chair of the Indian Ocean Rim Association for the next 2 years. Some basic things about the Indian Ocean Rim Association. It was established in the year 1997. It is an intergovernmental organization. Its headquarters is in Ebony, Mauritius. So actually this was formed initially by South Africa and India, and other the littoral countries of the ocean have joined. Then Balfour Declaration of 1917. This is important because as the Israel conflict is going on, so we must know the history of that from which the conflict arises. The main conflict arises because of the Balfour Declaration of 1917. So what they did after the First World War, the British got the this current Israel part and all, Israel Palestine region. So what they did, they basically said that this is going to be like the homeland for Jewish, so all the Jews around the world can come here and stay here. So they came and accommodated here only, and the conflict started between the locals and the Jews. So the agreement which mainly welcomed the Jews in that time was is the Balfour Declaration by British. And what is UN partition plan? So after 1947, the people started quarreling, na, the Israelis and the local Arabs. So the resolution 181 was passed, which is also called as partition plan of Palestine and Arab and the Jewish state. So basically it is basically two state theory plan, means like existence of the partition means they want to divide that region into Israel and the Palestine region. Initially it was accepted by Israel, but these kept on attacking them. Now they grew strong, and so they are not listening and fighting. So what we have to remember here, resolution 181 of the United Nations, and here we have Balfour Declaration of 1917. Next we have Rise Initiative. So this is Rise Initiative. It stands for Resilient and Inclusive Supply Chain Enhancement. So World Bank has partnered with the countries, especially Japan, Italy, Republic of Korea, Canada, and United Kingdom. So they are going to invest basically in the developing countries to increase the manufacturing of clean energy products and boost their participation in the mineral industry, leading quality of local jobs and economic growth. So basically what they want to do is they want to get into the mineral market of these developing countries. So they are producing the technologies that mainly helps to extract the minerals with not that greater of carbon or the footprint of the nature. So this is basically it. So what we have to remember here, we have to remember the countries which are in this Rise initiative. We have World Bank is there, then we have these countries. So the code for this is Jammu and Kashmir is in ICU, J and K is in ICU. So J stands for Japan, K stands for Korea, I stands for Italy, C stands for Canada, U stands for UK. Then gold tier status by WHO. So WHO has given Egypt the gold tier status for the elimination, for its path towards elimination of hepatitis C. So hepatitis C, some basic things about hepatitis C is that like it does not have any vaccine and it is chronic in nature. And through what initiative or how are they achieving this? They have improved the number of men in the health sector. Their initiative name is 100 million healthy lives initiative by Egypt. So what they have done, they have involved the generalist doctors into the community health centers, and they have used telemedicine and other areas so to reach the inner areas of the country so that they are on the right path. So they have got this gold tier status of WHO. So Egypt is also very important. When you think of Egypt, you should things that should come in mind is the Red Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the bordering with the Israel, and the Sinai Peninsula and Gulf of Aqaba. They should come in mind. Then we have Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relationship. So why is this in news? Because Canada has accused India that India has violated the Vienna Conventions of Diplomatic Relation, as it has sent 49 diplomats of the Canada back to their country. So this convention actually was signed in the year 1961. It mainly codified the long-standing customs of the diplomatic immunity. What were these immunity? It basically is in the people who are under the diplomatic missions are granted special privileges that enable the diplomats to perform their functions without the fear or coercion or the harassment by the host country. Means basically whatever may be the relationship between the two nations, the diplomats will be treated good only. So this is basically the main aim of this convention. And like only two countries are not part of this. They are Holy See and State of Palestine. and all the countries that have signed this have also ratified. So this is also one peculiar fact about this one. Australia's indigenous voice of referendum. So Australian voters have rejected the opportunity to amend their constitution for the first time in 50 years towards a more inclusive ethos for its indigenous population. So what happened is in 2017 there was an referendum which named like indigenous people, or the Uluru Statement. Uluru Statement from Heart. So it basically aimed to recognize the original people of the Australia. That is, the Aborigines people will be will be recognized in their constitution. Actually, like Aborigines are the people who are origin of Australia and all, but the colonizers, especially the British, came and took over the country, and now the original people are not at all recognizable. So they were demanding recognition in their constitution. So that is Uluru Settlement from Heart, and they also name it as Truth Telling about our history. Means in books, like what they were mentioning is like the Australian race started from this time when the British came and all, but before that also there were people in the region, so they wanted to let the real history to come to the word, but the people have rejected the referendum. So the body it proposed was also called as the voice of parliament. So that's the basic about it. Now let's see what are other things in news. Okay, we now come to news in shorts. We have Kappe Raga is the first musical video that introduces Kumbara, the night frog, which has won the prestigious Jackson World Award in the best animal behavior short film category. Then we have Mysuru division of the Southwestern Railways has launched 14-minute miracle. So basically what they are doing is they are cleaning the Vande Bharat train in less than 40 minutes. And then we have Karnataka government is planning to set up Gram Nyayalayas in each Gram Panchayat. Then G.V. Rangnath Rao has recently passed away. So they will ask question, who is he? He was actually a journalist and he was also a translator. So his pen name is Navaranga and he has translated some important works like the works of Shakespeare, and he also translated the works of Ramchandra Guha in Kannada. Then we have Bangalore International Airport Limited has established the South Asia's first aircraft recovery training school in the premises of the Kempegowda International Airport in the city itself. So, Butterfly Breeding Center is established in Bannerghatta Biological Park. Then BBMP has invited volunteers as the Kere Mitras or Hasiru Mitras. Then we have Karnataka University will soon sign an MOU with the Padataranga Corporation, which is in California, USA. By doing this, this will help the US citizens and the Indians who are staying in the US to get their diploma in Canada. Then Mizoram has the highest cancer incidence ratio in India rate in India. Then the PFRDA, that is Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority, has made penny drop verification mandatory for the withdrawals from the National Pension Scheme. Then Center had launched a hackathon which was related to dark patterns. So like it wanted the developers to develop such softwares which can easily develop the dark patterns on the e-commerce platform. Then we have the India's NTPC has been recognized as one of the world's best employers in 2023 in the Forbes World's Best Employer list of 2023. Then we have MTR Foods, like it has changed its name. Now MTR Foods will be called as Orkla India. Then we have a Anurag Thakur, the Union Minister. He had launched the trailer of the KTB Bharat Hai Hum animated series of for 2 seasons. So basically, what is it? This mainly is an animated series which mainly tells the story about the freedom fighters that we did not read in our books, in our history books in our school. So basically, there will be some kind of political ideology who will be presented as hero and all. Na? So those who have been missed, now the current government, they will tell the information about them also. It is by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Then we have Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy has launched a help program in Jharkhand. REC Limited, that is Rural Electrification Corporation, has got the status of Maharatna. So, so the Maharatna Central Industries Power had launched. No, this is a Maharatna CPSE, that is Central Public Sector Enterprise, which has launched an app. This is Sugama REC. So this mainly provides the information related to stocks and all the buyings to its own investors. So we have to know about that and some basic things. R21 Matrix, who has developed this, Oxford and Serum Institute of India. Then cabinet has approved the MOU for India and Japan for a semiconductor supply chain partnership. Then Indonesia is set to launch the Southeast Asia's first high-speed railway and has called it Whoosh. Whoosh. And this has been developed by China too. US and Philippines have started an annual joint naval war games that is called as Sama Sama. Sama Sama. So that's a naval exercise or the war games between US and Philippines. Then India and Saudi Arabia has also signed an MOU in electrical interconnections and green and clean hydrogen supply chains. We have a 8 feet tall statue of Mahatma Gandhi has been unveiled at Tolstoy Farm in South Africa. Then NTCA has set up an art exhibition and named it Silent Conservation from Margins to Center in Delhi. So this is related to tiger conservation. So they will give question like silent conservation is related to what? We should mark it as tiger. Then Aditi Ashok has become the first Indian woman to win the golf medal at the Asian Games. Then Satvik and Chirag have become the first Indian double pair to achieve the coveted number one ranking in the Asian Games. Then Gawate Akshay Lakshman. So he is the first Agniveer who was killed on the line of duty in the Siachen Glacier. Then other places in news are city of Erdvik, which is in Ukraine. City of Soch is in Russia. Then Dodo is in Gujarat. Then we have second Thomas Shola is in Spratly Islands, that is in China. Then United States has jet strike the area of Boukmal in Syria. Then we have best tourism villages by Dodo, which is in Gujarat by United Nations to World Tourism Organization. 69th Filmfare Awards we have seen, like best film is Rocketry, director is Nikhil Mahajan for Godavari, and wholesome entertainment movie is Triple R. Nargis Dutt Award. Nargis had also got the award for the best film of national integration, that is Kashmir Files. Best actor Allu Arjun Pushpa, best actress Alia Bhatt and Kriti Sanon. Best Hindi film is Sardar Udham Singh. And iPhone manufacturing has been now done, will be done in India only. And the Wistron Corp, like which is in Bangalore, it has been taken by Tata. Then Nobel Prize, like we have seen the code for these also now. For medicine, what was the code? Caitlin Drew mRNA. For physics, what was the code? The code for physics was uh, what was that? Anna Frank Perry. Then for chemistry, the code was MAL, that is Mau, Mauni, Lewis, and Alexia. Then for literature, we remember it directly. John Fo's piece is Nargis Mohammadini, and economic sciences was Claudia Goldin, Gold Economy. Then we have Dr. Joy Ita Gupta. She has won the Spinoza Prize for climate work. So, two facts here: Spinoza Award is related to environment and climate change, and who has won this? This has been won by Dr. Joyita Gupta. And Mera Bharat, we have seen this platform also. Then we have this card also, Abha card. So last video we have seen something related to Apar card that was for students. Now this is Abha card. This is a Ayushman Bharat health account. So this is also same concept where our entire health will be recorded in this same number only. So it is a 14-digit number that uniquely identify the individual, and his entire health history will be stored in this number. Then we have PM Swanidhi scheme. So what is it related to? PM Swanidhi scheme is related to street vendors. So the street vendors are going to be provided the working capital, especially those who had seen very losses in the COVID time. They were given the street, they were given the PM Swanidhi scheme, and they have developed now, and around 50 lakh people have registered under this, and this is being implemented by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and it is a central sector scheme. Then National Unity Day, October 31st, started from 2014, and the day is known as Rashtriya Ekta Divas because of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And World Students Day, it is celebrated on 15th October, and the theme is fail, that is first attempt in learning. And to whom, to honor whom? To honor APJ Abdul Kalam. Then we have the NHRC's Foundation Day. Like it was established in the year 1993. It's a non-constitutional body. So its chairperson is Arun Kumar Mishra. Then we have National Dolphin Day on 5th October, International Day of Child Labor, International Day of Girl Child. Sorry. International Day of Girl Child is on 11th October, and its theme is Invest in Girls. So United Nations Day, it is on October 24th because it is celebrating now 24th. So it was established in the year 1945. Its headquarters is in New York, USA. So in Gulf of Guinea is in news because Indian EU, European Union and India carried out a median joint naval exercise there. So where is Gulf of Guinea? It is like in the west coast of Africa near the Ghana coast, which is also referred as Gold Coast, and India's INS Sumera has participated in it. Then who is the director of the International Atomic Energy? He is General Rafael Grossi, who had visited India, and the headquarters of IAEA is in Vienna, Austria. Then we have Tanzania was in news. Tanzania was in news because its president had visited India. So Tanzania's president name is Samia Suluhu Hassan. So where is its location? Just look at the map. It is on the actually eastern side of the African continent, below the seed countries. So why is this important, Tanzania? Because it is the origin of the Lake Victoria. So Lake Victoria origins in between three countries, that are two countries. What are those countries? They are Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. So this Victoria River then becomes the Nile. So that's the longest lake, na? So this is important, this country. Then we have Operation Ajay. So it is to return the citizens from the Israel who were stuck. And then Election Commission of India had say home voting facility or postal ballot facility is for senior citizens aged 80 and above, and for the person with greater than 40% disability. Then we have Sampriti. Sampriti is an exercise of India and Bangladesh. Remember it very clearly. It is Sampriti. Like one is also there with similar with Sri Lanka. So Sampriti, it is India and Bangladesh. Iksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. So this is awareness about the schemes of the central government which it did during elections time. Then we have the first country's nano DAP plant, that is the diammonium phosphate plant, which is in Gujarat, Gandhinagar, and was set up by IFCO. And then we have Global Maritime India Summit was organized in Mumbai. Then Icon and Rights. So they have gone the status of Navaratna. So the total number is now 16. And how many Maharatnas are there? Actually, 13 Maharatnas are there. We should increase them. We have female liver participation has improved to 37%, like it was around 32 33 last time. Now it has improved to 37%. India launches first home produce reference fuel. So what is this reference fuel? Reference fuel, generally the fuel that is used for testing of the vehicles engines, those things. Though that fuel India used to import from other countries, but now it has developed it. Who has helped it to develop? IOC, that is Indian Oil Corporation. Then Asian Para Games. So Asian Para Games, like they we saw now, it was also held in Hangzhou, China. So how many medals India won? Triple one. And what was India's rank? India was ranked fifth, and China was ranked number one. And what was the mascot? There was Jinjin. Like for normal Asian games, it is Jinjin something. It is there, but for this Asian Para Games, it is a bird which is called a Fifi. So that is Jinjin. This is Fifi. Fifi is a divine bird. Then we have national games from Goa, which was held, and its what is the mascot is Moga, which is an Indian bison. Then this is important news actually. International Olympic Committee meeting 141st meeting was held in Mumbai. So as it was held in Mumbai, so they made sure that the cricket was included in the Olympics for the next time. So cricket will be played from the next Olympics in 2028. So this is a what are the new sports were added? Actually, four new sports were added. One is a baseball, softball. Means if men play, it is baseball, and if women play, it is called a softball. Then lacrosse. then cricket, then squash, then flag football. Football means not general kick that the US guys will play now that football. And India is also bidding to host for the Olympics of 2036. And one interesting fact is the last time cricket was played in Olympics during 1990. So, the Asian Games we have now, we have the number tally here. India won around 107 medals and is placed at fourth rank. Irani Cup is related to cricket and it is been won by rest of India Cup. So Lionel Messi wins the eighth Ballon d'Or award of the 2023. Then we have Healthway. So this is the first solar roof cycling track in Hyderabad. Then Anthurium Festival. So Anthurium Festival took place in Mizoram district, in Mizoram state. Jamrani Dam is it in Uttarakhand. Then we have GI tags for of Arunachal Pradesh are Yak Chupri, Kamanti rice and Tangsa textiles. For Tamil Nadu we have a palm jaggery. It is Uddanagudi jaggery. Remember something like that. Uddanagudi jaggery. From Jammu and Kashmir we have Basholi Pashmina and Kaladi, which is a Dogra dish. Then from Odisha we have Rasballi, which is also a sweet, and from Goa we have cashew nut. Then we have Chakravat exercise. So this is an annual humanitarian assistance and disaster relief exercise, which began in Goa. It is by Indian Navy and 8 countries participated in it. Then we have country's first high-tech sports training facility for Divyang. Where it is? It is in Madhya Pradesh. It was no where it is means it has been started in Madhya Pradesh. And what is its name? It is named after former Prime Minister Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Then Madhya Pradesh government has around 35% reservation for women in government job. Okay. Karnataka also like there is 33% reservation for women in government jobs. Like it is there only for contractual government jobs, not for the government jobs that we are going to write, but it is for the contractual government jobs. So I think that's it for the month of October. So we will finish tomorrow, November also. Thank you.